Hi besties, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show us the easiest way to cut and sew a jumbo pant or a wide leg palazzo pant with elastic waistband. You will learn a simple way to make and fix the elastic band, how to attach inseam pocket to a trouser, and how to get your perfect crotch depth. If all of this sounds like what interests you, then keep watching till the end. Now, to make this pant, you will need your African print fabric, also known as Ankara. I have about 2.5 yards because I'm a size 6. So if you are from size 8 upwards, you will need at least 3 yards or more. You will also need an elastic. The width of my elastic is 1.5 inches. You will need your tailor's chalk and you need a ruler. So let's get to the drafting part. I have my fabric folded into two. To know how wide you should fold your fabric, divide your hip by 4 and add 7 inches to it, which is exactly what I did here. After that, the next thing I will do is to mark a straight line across like this. This will serve as my starting line, where I'll take all vertical measurements from. Next, I will mark my crotch depth. To get your crotch depth, divide your hip by 4 and add 1.5 inches to it. Another way you can get your crotch depth is by sitting on a flat chair and you take your measurement from your waist down to the surface of that chair. So whatever you have is your crotch depth. So if you use the first method, just go ahead and mark what you got on your fabric without removing your waistband. For instance, my hip is 36. 36 divided by 4 gives me 9. I'll add 1.5 inches to that. That will be 10.5 inches. I'll mark 10.5 inches on my fabric without subtracting the band. But if you use the second method, which is sitting on a flat surfaced chair, you will need to subtract your band from whatever you get. So in my case, I use the second method, which is why I'm subtracting 1.5 inches from my waistband. I hope you understand this explanation. So I'm placing 1 inch on my starting line instead of 1.5. The remaining ½ inch will be allowance to join the band with the trouser. Next, I will mark my trouser length of 42 inches and I will add 2 inches for hemming allowance. So in total, I have 44 inches. And I will connect that with a straight ruler. After that, I'll start placing my horizontal measurement, which is my hip divided by 4 plus extra 3 inches. Now, this depends on how big or wide you want your pants to be. You can add up to 6 inches if you want it very wide, but I'll be adding just 3 inches to mine because I don't want it to be too wide. So I'll place the result on my waistline and also on the crotch line. Then I'll connect the 2 points together with a straight ruler. On the crotch line, come out by 2 inches for the crotch extension and draw your crotch curve. In order to get a perfect crotch curve, I usually mark 1 inch up and then I go out by 1 inch. Then I'll use my curved ruler to connect the 2 points together to give me a perfect curve. Next, I will check what I have on the crotch line, including the crotch extension, and mark that straight down to the trouser length. Then I will use my straight ruler to connect all the points together. So for the waist part, I don't want it to be too big, so I will mark my hip divided by 4 plus 1 on the waistline, and then I will connect it to the crotch line. Then I will go ahead and cut it. That's basically all for the front pattern.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with me.
For the back pattern, fold your fabric into 2 again, but this time add 9 inches to your hip divided by 4 to get the width. Then place the front piece on it like this, making sure there is allowance of 1 inch on both sides, also 2 inches at the upper part. Then on the waist part, from the center front, come in by 2 inches. On the 2 inches mark, go up by 1.5 inches and measure what you have on the front waist. Then place that same measurement on the back waistline in a slant form, just like this. Then proceed to mark out 1 inch on both sides of the crotch line and also to the bottom of the trouser on both sides. And connect all the points with a straight ruler. So to draw the back crotch, lift the front piece and draw the curve from the waistline to blend into the front crotch extension. Then you cut.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job.
So to cut the pocket, fold your fabric into 2 and further fold it into 2 again. That way you will be cutting 4 pieces, 2 for each side of the pocket. Then place your hand on it like so and draw a curve around it, then cut it out. Now to start sewing the pant, place the 2 fronts together and sew along the crotch curve by 0.5 inch. Repeat the same thing for the back. So after joining, this is what it looks like. Now I will attach my pocket. To do that, come down by 1.5 inches from the waistline on both sides. Place one pocket right side facing on the 1 inch mark and pin it. Do that for the other side as well. Do the same for the back part too and sew with 1/2 inch. So after sewing, this is what I have. Next, I'll place the front and the back together and I'll sew the side together by 1/2 inch, starting from the top into the pockets and straight down. Just watch how I'm demonstrating it on the screen. So I'm done sewing and here is what we have. Our pant is taking shape already. So now I will join the inseam together and hem the down part too. So here is what I have. I'm left with just the waist part now. So to fix the elastic waistband, I'm going to be measuring what I have on the waist and use that to cut the band. So I have 36 inches on the waist of the pants, and then I'm going to add 1 inch for joining allowance, making a total of 37 inches. I've cut out my band using the waist measurement on my pant plus 1 inch, and the width is 2.25 on fold and 4.5 when opened. Now, it is the width of your elastic that will determine the width of your band. My elastic is 1.5 inches wide. I will add ease allowance of 0.25 to it. That will make it 1.75 plus 1/2 inch for joining the band to the pants. That will make a total of 2.25. You multiply this result by 2 because your band needs to be folded into 2. That will be 4.5 when you open up the band. Then go ahead and iron it flat. So this band is going to have a rope in it. To create opening for the rope to pass through, I'm going to fold the band into 2 like this and sew 1 inch up, then leave a space of 1/2 inch, and then I'll sew the rest. So this is what it looks like after sewing. You can see the space we left for the rope to pass through. Next is to join the band and the pant together, making sure that the opening on the band is facing the front. Then I will sew it all around and leave a space of about 3 inches to insert the elastic. For how long the elastic should be, subtract 2 inches from your actual waist circumference. I have also gone ahead to make the rope I'll pass through the band. Using my safety pin, I'll pass the elastic through the band, through that space we left earlier. Then I will stitch the elastic together and close up the space. Then I'll make sure to spread the elastic evenly on the pant, and then I'll top stitch 1/2 inch above the rope opening and 1 inch, half inch below it, and then I'll pass the rope through the opening. So we've come to the end of this tutorial. If you gained some value from this, do well to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and also turn on post notification bell so that you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.